warm welcome, dear PV TV audience here in the film studio in Osnabrück. I welcome very much Mr. Kollnberger of the Society for Electrical Engineering.
Good day and thank you very much.
Mr. Kollnberger, very nice that you were able to accept our invitation. You have brought us some news of retail systems, battery systems, charging systems, or rather storage facilities. What exactly is that?
Alright, you have to imagine that the previously normal PV generator has usually been mounted for the last 5 to 10 years on the roofs in Germany, and that has served only the feed-in tariff. This means that the customer has sold his power, and now it is important that systems have been developed that make the intrinsic power consumptions up to 80% possible for a home or a small property. We can store the electricity that we produce with a PV generator and also intelligently manage the network together.
Wir können den Strom, den wir mit dem PV-Generator produzieren, auch speichern und intelligent mit dem Netz zusammen dann auch managen.
Okay.
Does this mean for our customers that they need to make large renovations? Must each home be modified, for example, or how can we imagine that?
It is like that every German household has a feed point, one service box and also the in-house standard service box, from which the then whole plant will be configured.
Okay, and what is the procedure? Are there any special requirements or do you have to register this in addition? How does it work if I want to buy a system and opt for a battery system or an on-off-grid system?
First of all, I'm looking for a dealer who can also offer actually functioning consumption devices to operate in the three-phase AC operation. Then you will find out that such providers do not yet exist in the market. Although there are many reputable companies who try to get their first prototypes ready for the market. And we of the Society of Electrical Engineering have done in the last 4 years some sort of development work to really have such self-consumption devices ready for the market already in August or September.
Geräte ab August, September wirklich für den Markt fertig zu haben.
Okay, auch hier sieht man wieder.
Okay, here you can see again the further development of the RERi group in the field of renewable energy storage devices, which is expanding more and more. And of course, we are always striving to offer you, our dear viewers, the best performance. Now clearly raises the questions for our customers, is that all affordable already today?
I always like to give the example of a classic 4-person household, which statistics show that it has electricity demand of about 5,100 kilowatt hours per year. And if you consider today's DVU prices of German electricity distribution companies over the period of a whole year, then you will have costs of around 1,300 to 1,500 euros to pay the DVU for your energy. And there you will notice the rentability of these systems, because they are programmed that we can achieve a private consumption of energy of around 80%.
According to today's EEG rules, that would now be as if one does not get paid some part of the electricity produced. And here one can later get the difference back by storing the electricity.
Correctly. The overall profitability of the system relies on the fact that they cover 80% of one's own electricity needs, that they produce themselves and that they have even surpluses from March till October, periods of strong sunshine. And the system is so intelligent with this control, it can also sell to the grid current surplus capacity from the PV generator. And obviously, in somewhat less sunny months from November to January, energy needs to be obtained from the red. But out of the overall annual mean, one will get an interesting profitability, I guarantee.
And how does that work? Does the customers need to go and change something if he wants to save the current or even consume it, or does it work completely electronical?
No. This system works and functions completely alone. The customer orders a plant, and just as with a classical PV generator, it brings its performance day after day, month after month and year after year. Except for some maintenance intervals, the plant itself can be considered as an autonomous system with its maintenance intervals. And otherwise, it works 24 hours a day.
Okay, maintenance and warranty periods. That is always what interests customers the most. The most important thing is, of course, always the price-performance ratio, which you just mentioned. It has to be very, very economically indeed. Now obviously the customer asks himself which, I put it like this, guarantees do I have with the system? How long is the warranty on it or its durability?
Here it is of interest that the Society for Electrical Engineering, which also builds these entire systems made in Germany, is a medium-sized company. For more than 30 years it has produced and sold traditional industrial electricity interconnection equipment for emergency power worldwide and explicitly developed this private consumption programming simply because there's a market given for it and also because of the current electricity price explosion. This is because everyone talks about the energy revolution, and we know that any power costs are passed on to the consumer.
Yes, the focus for our customers is of course primarily the economic efficiency of such a system, which you have just described very well. But what about the representations and warranties? How durable is such a system?
Thus, typical system components are installed. Otherwise, we give a 5-year warranty and guarantees regarding the storage. Because then again, you have to distinguish between lead-acid storage systems or even lithium-ion iron phosphate nanomemory systems. About the longevity of these systems, you can say that they pay off in such a way that the system also monitors the discharge cycles and the deaths of discharge of the batteries electronically. Also about the overall management of this facility, we can offer the consumer a period of 15 to 20 years in the lithium-ion range, either with a 5-year warranty or rather a 10-year option. But according to the manufacturer of these lithium-ion batteries, 15 to 20 years are realistic because we monitor these depths of discharge electronically. For the lead-acid batteries, we also monitor the depths of discharge, which can be directed up to 30%. And here we are assuming that with our batteries, which could actually bring up to 12 years of service, the first service interval is likely to occur already after 4 years due to many cycles.
Aber aufgrund der vielen Zyklen gehen wir davon aus, dass nach 4 Jahren der erste Wartungsintervall auftreten kann.
Are there any additional components that must be installed if we monitor everything, or is that all included in the system?
It is a complete system. It consists of a casing, a harness, the individual system units such as control and security interfaces, and lots of electronics. And of course, otherwise the main storage medium.
So all virtually completely integrated in the system. How much space is needed for that? An entire basement room or something the size of a living room dresser or a wardrobe? Approximately, what size has such a system?
So the size of the device is about that of a smaller bookshelf. The lithium-ion unit is 1.4 meters high, 80 wide, 85 deep, and the lead-gel device is slightly bigger.
Where is your complete system built?
It is a complete system made in Germany. Behind all this is, as I've mentioned earlier, the Society for Electrical Engineering, which in the last 30 or 35 years has done nothing else than the interconnection of power plants, especially in the area of hospitals. There they have constructed and sold emergency power supplies, and in the last 4 years they have gone into the development of those self-consumption devices for the German market.
Hence, with a lot of experience in the market, therefore, what is included in the complete system? Which components belong to it?
Yes. You have to fancy that first of all it contains the main component, the storage, the lithium-ion or lead-gel. Then we have the inverters that are installed according to their size. Then we have the control, programming and the security interface, and apart from that, the usual electronics.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kollnberger. And starting today, you can order the complete system at pv.tv, download datasheets or contact us. We will gladly help you out.
Wir stehen gerne für Rat und Tat zur Seite.